What's up, Restoration Rebels? Andy McCabe here. Just got off the phone. Well, not just. About an hour ago, I got off the phone with a guy that found me on YouTube, maybe? I don't know where he found me, but he's out of, from Indiana. I think he was out of Indiana. And he's asking me these questions. He's got a farmer's loss. He just started doing restoration. He's had four, maybe five claims so far. And he starts out complaining that every single claim, he's getting pushback. And I said, pal, here's a story. If you're doing things right, if you're charging correctly, if you're putting together a legitimate estimate for legitimate repairs that you can make a legitimate profit on, you are always, always going to get pushback. And he's asking me what he should do. Should he negotiate? Should blah, 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 blah. And I asked him, what's your hourly rate? What do you mean? What's my hourly rate? I'm a contractor. I do things contract. And I said, no. When you're doing consulting or you're helping somebody out that's not a job, what's your rate? He said, well, I haven't done it very often, but I probably charge $75 an hour. And I said, okay, here's the deal. All right, you've got a contract. So Farmers Insurance, have they seen your contract? No, they haven't seen it yet. Okay. Let's back up. Here's what you do. The next time this adjuster calls you and wants to talk about their fugazi estimate, you say, listen, adjuster dude, my time is valuable. I charge my clients $75 an hour to do these types of negotiations. And we're about 10 hours into this. So I'm about to invoice my client for $750. And this conversation we're having right now is on the clock. I'm going to be charging my client $75 an hour in order to do this negotiation with you. So here's your choice. You can pay me to do this because your insured is incurring this cost, or you can just write the check for the amount that you're contracted for, that I've already contracted for. All right. And my recommendation to him was tell him that, send the invoice, send a copy, and then don't answer his calls ever again. Here's my statement to him and to you. You don't owe any adjuster the time of day. You owe them no explanation for why you created the estimate that you created. You owe them nothing. And there is nothing good that can come out of having these negotiations ex parte, by the way. You're negotiating out of the presence of your insured, which makes you in violation of state law, more than likely, because you are negotiating an insurance claim on behalf of an insured without being a licensed adjuster. You can't do that. What you can do is put together a good estimate at a fair price, negotiate that price with your client, get a contract signed, and get to work. He said, well, don't I have to get permission? Don't I have to give them a chance to and I said, no, you don't have to get permission from Farmers Insurance to do this work. You've already got permission from the most important person in the world, your client. So do the work, sign the contract, do the work, collect. That's it. That is it. Don't get overly complicated about this shit. All right? You don't owe an adjuster the time of day. You don't owe them an explanation. You don't owe them anything. You don't owe them anything. So stop playing the game. And if you're going to play the game, charge accordingly. Let that clock run. Put together those invoices and start sending out consulting invoices for these. At the end of the day, this adjuster probably doesn't have the authority to settle this claim in the first place. Right? And you don't have the authority to negotiate directly with this adjuster either, because you're not licensed to do so. All right? Food for thought. Happy Friday. Sorry I missed you guys yesterday. We'll see you.